Hello everyone and welcome back to my coding channel. So lately I haven't been able to post much and I am very sorry for the delay. Today we are going to be going into Scratch. So the thing is, you can either use normal Scratch, like everybody else, or you could use the website scratch.mit.edu. So what you want to do is that you want to enter this code either in Google Chrome or in Microsoft Edge, or basically anywhere that could have this website. You're gonna type in https://scratch.mit.edu, and then you are going to click on start. So what we are going to do is that this should basically bring you to this main page where you have some featured projects, some featured studios, some projects created. So what you want to do is that you want to make an account if you don't have one. If you do, well, that's great. And we are going to start. Okay. So what I want you to do is that I want you to make a project. So I'm going to name this project basically the color changer. Enter. So what we want to do basically for this project is that as a thumbnail and the title of this video, we are going to make a working color changer in Scratch. So how are we going to make this, you might ask? So basically what we want to do is that, for example, let me quickly go up here, go to my paintbrush. You guys don't have to do this, and draw a sort of pinkish. I think pink is the best color for now because I'll explain to you guys later. Because all of the colors can sort of be found in sort of color. Actually red, because red is the start of the rainbow nearly. So we can change the color, change this color to any color we want because it's the color red. Anyway, so now we have this basically color red. We are going to name this the red dot. Okay, so now we have a red dot. So what we are going to do is that we're just gonna drag this anywhere we want it to be. We are going to go to the code, and then we are going to go to the variables. So what we want to do is that we want to make a variable. We want to name this variable. We want to name this variable the color of dots, basically. Now we are going to go, and as you can see, you should probably see this color of dot at the top of your screen. We're gonna save it till now. If you don't have this option, that means you're not signed in, which means the projects you make probably won't be able to get saved. So I would recommend for you to sign in as quick as you can. Scratch is for all the ages, so don't worry about your age. Anyways, so if you don't see the color of dot, just look at the blue tick. Do it again until you are able to see it. And we also don't need this, my variable. I'm gonna right click it and delete it. Okay, so now we have the color of dot. Now we are going to go to the color of dot and we are going to left click it. And then we will have 4 options. The normal readout option, which basically makes it look normal. The large readout option, which basically makes the number really large and nothing else really show. And the hide option, which makes it hide. You can make it show again. And last but not least, the slider option. So the slider one is the one we are going to need. So basically in the slider, the player or the viewer, or basically the scratcher that is playing your game, can basically drag the variable to any number that they want. So what this is going to do is that you can change the slider range. For example, if you want the colors to change really fast, go to change slider range and then at the maximum value, enter 10. That should make your colors change super duper fast. But if you just want it to be a normal sort of thing, you are going to change the slider range to 100. like it should already be. Anyway, so now you're gonna drag this anywhere you want. You're gonna drag the dot underneath it, and then you're gonna give a code to the red dot, because obviously now when we drag this around, the color of the dot won't change. So what we're going to do is that we are going to go into when green flag clicked, or you can use any of these options that you want to, it's your choice. But for example, I'm going to use this when green flag clicked, and then I'm going to go into the control place, and I am going to say forever, and then I am going to go into the variable section, actually not the variable section, the look section. Look down and then find these two commands: change color effect by 25, set color effect to 0. So you're not going to grab this change color effect one, because it's gonna basically destroy your project and not change the color to how you want it to be, and it's gonna ruin, like make you mad. So make sure that it says set. So make sure at the beginning it says set, and then drag it forever, set. And then what do you want this thing to change? If you want this slider to change the color, oh, oops, I forgot something. I forgot to change it to 100. If you want this slider to change the color of the dot, you're going to pick color effect. If you wanted to change something else, you're basically going to pick any effect that you wanted to change. If you wanted to change the brightness, you can name the variable brightness and pick the brightness effect. I wanted to change color, and now we wanted to set the color effect to, we're going to go to variable. We're gonna see our variable, we're gonna drag it into, this is where the 0 should be. So what this basically does is that it looks at the color. So I haven't even tried it yet, so I'm just gonna show you an example. So it like sees the number of the variable, which is 49 currently, and it'll set the color to the color 49. Basically, like if you go to the costumes, you go into color, it'll change it to color 49. So it can basically change it into any color that you want. So for now, we're going to save our project, and we are going to press start. So as you can see, we can drag this variable anywhere we want, and the color on the dot is changing how it should be. If this is not working for you, check this forever block again, and make sure you didn't put the change block instead, because I'm gonna quickly show you what happens if you put the change color effect instead of the set color effect. Because if you put the change color effect, as you can see, it's now like changing colors constantly, even though I'm not even telling it to change the colors. And it's just basically making a very hard loop, which just makes you really dizzy. So that's basically why you shouldn't do that. So make sure for it to not be changed, instead be set. So now if you want to make it into any other option, like if you wanted to like change the brightness of the dot instead, you can just rename your variable to the option you want it to be instead. So we're gonna rename the variable basically to, for example, brightness of dot. It's really simple. And now you are just gonna change this color effect instead to the brightness effect. And that should pretty much, instead of now, it should change the brightness effect, which makes it lighter or darker. Anyways, without further said, that was today's video. And you can make multiple of these. You can make any sprite you want. It's really simple to make it. And without further said, that was today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching today's video, and bye!